What's going on, man? Oh boy. Oh boy. Have we had an eventful week? God, man. Man, things have been crazy, man. Um, First of all, love work, man. Little stressful a couple times just because I'm learning. But I learned how to drive a stick shift. That was cool. Um, I'm realizing I'm only streaming less and less for now because I'm trying to get back in the swing of things of working. I haven't had a regular paycheck since. What up, bro? I I haven't had a regular paycheck since the month of December. I got two paychecks from Walmart that were trash. So I have, yeah. And my next two paychecks are all going towards my credit card bill. So, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I've been buying shit. My credit card is the highest it's ever been. It's almost at 3 grand. It's never like that. It's never above like. Sometimes if you don't count my rent, it's never above like 700 ever. So, but that's not a big deal because everything I use on the card anyway. So it's like pay 1,000, add 200, pay 1,000, add 500. Whatever. But I tell you, it's nice because it's allowed me to do some fun stuff. I haven't missed a beat. What up, Sean? I I haven't missed a beat, man, and I'm loving it, man. But I'll tell you, I'm loving work, man. I really am. I absolutely love it. I got one thing I got to work on. If there's one thing I got to work on, it's I got to work on, like, for instance, at work today, like I get told something and I overthink things like a lot, and I worry, and I gotta stop doing that because I overthink stuff, and I'm like, is everything all right? Is everything good? Did I fuck up? I don't say it like that, but I'm like, did I mess up? Did I do something wrong? And I gotta fix that. I don't know why I get like that. I think at some point in my life there was a time when I messed up and people really made fun of me for it. And I don't know. I'm guessing that's what happened. But something happened where screwed up, I fucked up, and it really hurt my confidence. I really wasn't told, hey, it's good, bro. Just keep on going. I was told, like, damn, you fucked up, dude. And it made me feel like shit. And now I carry that with me. I do it all the time. If I can, I tell you, if I can stop that, I'd be, man. I'd be a beast out there. Like, it's crazy because while it is work, working at the warehouse was the best thing to ever happen to me because working at the warehouse has made working at any other job almost like highway robbery. Like this job working at the golf course, I absolutely love it. I love it. You know, I learned how to drive a stick. What's crazy is he taught me in like 5 minutes, and I was worried because I had to drive a stick today without any guidance. And shockingly enough, I was able to do that, like really good. But what was I gonna say? 1 second. 1 second. My OCD's kicking in. So now I gotta walk back and walk back. So don't make fun of me. My OCD's kicking in. I don't know why. It's kicking in. So give me a second. I gotta like walk to the bathroom and walk back and walk to the bathroom and walk back. And maybe only twice. What do you think, Dory? Do I only have to do it twice? Huh? No. 3 times? All right, give me a second. All right. So, all right. But yeah, so working at the warehouse is probably the best thing to ever happen to me. Hold on for a second. I got to spray. All right, if you're allergic, let me know, because man, I'm loving it, man. Like I said, I want to repeat this because if there's any new lurkers, anybody lurking, I gotta stop worrying about stuff. Like I worry about a lot of things, and I get worried, and I share that. Like I said earlier, I get told something, and I say, "Did I mess up? Is everything all right?" And I know that's my confidence, and I gotta stop that. But it's holding me back a little bit, and I don't know why I get like that. I just get worried, I guess. I don't know if it's a thing of acceptance, if it's I want people to I don't know. I don't know if it's fear of getting in trouble. I don't know if it's wanting people to like me. It's weird. But working at the warehouse has been the best thing that ever happened to me because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm working most jobs now is like highway robbery. This is the first job I've had outside of working the warehouse since working the warehouse job, and this job is fun. Yeah, I am. Am I? Am I? Do other people act like that? Do other people do that? Like, if they mess up, hey, is everything all right? Did I do anything wrong? Are we all good? Or is that just a me thing? I'm definitely doing it more than average. I know that. But I don't know. Do other people do that or not really? Or is it only the people who care? Oh, okay. Someone told me one time that it shows you care. Like most people who have a job and don't give a shit, like they don't ask those questions. That's crazy. That's crazy you say that because that's almost my mindset was like after a couple weeks I won't ask these questions. Like and it's usually stuff like after I fuck up. Like I want everything to be, you know, I really it when I look at it from another perspective, it looks like I'm trying to um it can look like I'm trying to almost minimize the wrong. Like if I say, "Hey, is everything all right? Am I doing a good job?" Or like, "Did I mess up too bad?" or "My bad?" or it can almost look like I'm trying to minimize or um I don't want to say not take responsibility, but almost making an excuse for doing wrong. Like, you know, because I really feel bad when I fuck up. And I know it's like, it's the thing, like, you're not perfect, but one thing is like, they say, everybody said, every job says that, you know, every supervisor, every job will say you're not perfect. But the problem comes when you confront somebody for doing wrong. There's an there is a how do I want to say it? There's a vibe that you expect perfection. And that's what I have to remember. And see, if I remember that, the problem, and see, when I think of it like that, I don't share it like that because if I do, and this is what I learned at Dollar General, and Cece will be able to tell you that there's people who will go with that mantra. They will be like everybody fucks up, but what they do is they use that to their advantage. Like everybody fucks up, you know, but their overall um, position, or I say position, but their overall like their not intuition, but their intent is to basically not they don't give a shit anyways. So they use that mantra everybody fucks up because everybody fucks up, so I don't have to take responsibility, or I don't have to get penalized for it or whatever. Um, but oh boy, there's a bunch of messages coming. I'm sure. But um, honestly, for me, it comes to a point where it's almost like a confidence thing. It's almost like a confidence thing. With me, and I know I'm kind of trailing off here because there's a thought I wanted to say, like about the highway robbery, about working at a warehouse and working this job. I don't even feel like it's work. I've worked every day since February 18th. And to be honest, I could work every day for the next 2 months. The shifts are only 8 hours. When you work 12-hour shifts for nearly 3 years, and you work 5 days, well, 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and then you come in for two 10-hour shifts at a warehouse, mind you, not only not at a warehouse, but in a job where you actually have to do something. Like this job, like we can be working outside. It's fun. We're on a golf course, blowing greens, blowing bunkers, making the golf course look nice, cutting branches. I love doing all this shit. Like I love it. Like I love it. Like we blow out the sand bunkers. We rake the sand bunkers, make it look nice. Rake the greens. I don't do it yet, but they mow, they trim, they use rollers. Anything to make the course prestige. And we ride around on golf carts, but there are times when we have to wait for golfers before we can blow, or we got to do something before we can wait. We got to wait. And so it's okay to be on our phone. And this is like me, I'm not even doing that because it's just like I'm so used to not being able to do that. I literally have people say, relax, you don't have to run. Like, I have people telling me, like in this job, because I'm running from hole to hole, because I'm just so used to like going, it doesn't bother me to do that. Like it's not like it didn't bother me to pit cases, even knowing I'm not gonna get fired if I didn't pit a number of cases, but knowing that I have a headset on and I couldn't necessarily just chill on my phone and talk to somebody, though people do that there. I never did that. I did maybe for like 2 minutes, but I never sat and talked to somebody for like 15 minutes. There are people at Dollar General who do that, but the thing is I would, it's at this job, it's like I have people telling me, don't run. Like, just chill on your phone for a little bit. Let me look. Your buddy would love this job. It's chill as fuck, man. See, this is another thing. So, like, it's 8 hours every day, Monday through Thursday. Friday is 6 hours. Saturday is 4 hours. Sunday is 4 hours. You work every other weekend. Every weekend you have off. Every other weekend you have off. The weekend you do work, the following week you can elect to take the day off. So instead of getting overtime, you take an 8-hour day off, and your 4 hours Saturday, 4 hours Sunday would make up for that. Not to mention, this is the kicker, I can leave here at 4:45, and I can be at work by 4:54. Like, that's just beautiful. Like, that's probably another thing. Like, if I live 20 minutes away, I don't know about the 4 hour shifts. They wouldn't be doing it. But the, yeah. I could literally come in every day for 2 months. Let me look. Let me see. I know military people are good folks, man. What branch were you in? Were you in the Army? I told you about my buddy who was in the Marines, right? The guy I roomed with. I told you a couple experiences I had with him, right? Guy who graduated like 3 years ahead of me, and you know where I went in high school, how I got locked up in juvenile. Hope nobody important was what, but I was in a juvenile facility and I got out, went to a couple colleges, and I ended up linking back up with him in 2007, 8, and he ended up being my roommate at Central Michigan, and he was in the Marines and told me a bunch of stories, and yeah, so I have, as somebody who's never been in the military, my mom was in the Navy and got an honorable discharge when she was pregnant with me. But my dad, yeah, I have huge respect for people in the military. I probably have more respect. Well, my grandfather was in the military as well. I can't remember if he was in the Air Force or. I think he was in the Marines. Yeah, Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy. I think he was in the Army. Did I say Marines? I think he was in the Army. But I'm probably the one person who has no affiliation with the military who has the most respect for people who serve our country. I really do. Like I get it. Even though people will say no, you won't get it because you've never been in the military. I get it. I understand it. Like I may not get every single reference in every single, but I understand it. I understand the humor. I understand it all. But let me look. Let me see what I can do, bro. They got a big tournament next weekend. It's the biggest tournament. It's the women's tournament, and I guess the women's tournament is like a big deal around here. So I'm kind of curious to see how that comes up. Now we all got to work. Now here's the crazy thing: is this is an invitational. So all these SEC schools, yeah. Don't worry, bro. I'll give me like a week or two, and let me kind of make sure my ass is planted, if you know what I mean, and let me see what I can do. I what was I gonna say? Yeah, what was I gonna say? Let me get you a link for it. God, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's invitational. So all these SEC schools are going to be there. And Um, Let me send you the link. Here, I'll just send it to you on here. Just copy that bad boy. But yeah, so there's a bunch of schools gonna be there, and it's a big deal. And we gotta start at like 3:30 in the morning. Now that's not normal. This is like a once a year thing. Well, twice a year. They have the men's tournament and the women's tournament. And yeah, so it yeah. But yeah, but it normally doesn't happen. Normally our start time is 6 to 3. It's really chill. I think, like, just to give you an idea, we went to work when it was freezing out on Tuesday. We went in at 8 o'clock, and we just literally sat around for an hour and a half on the clock, like with the boss, until it warmed up. Did the same thing the next day. Like, we came in later, but they're just really chill with like time. Like they're good about it, you know. As long as you don't abuse it, you know. Just come in and, you know, it's like when you're there, work. Don't be fucking like lazy. But I'm still getting the feel for it, you know. But you know, I get nervous about stuff, and so I'm still, as soon as I have your boy wait before he plies, because I want to let me go for a week and get some confidence built up. I tell you that because if I can get some confidence built up, then I have no issue putting my name on something but if I can get a little bit better in terms of like, because I don't even think like it's crazy, because if I told them, I mean, I wouldn't say this because it would be kind of really awkward, but if I said, hey, if I told them, hey, my in danger of losing my job, they'd probably laugh and say, absolutely not. But that's what goes through my mind sometimes, you know. I think like the worst, you know, for the smallest things. But it's not even close to that. And I'm not just telling myself that because it sounds good, but it's not. Like, you know what it is? And I kind of I didn't want to share this because I was worried that this would come back to haunt me. But I was only at Walmart for like a week and a half. I didn't tell nobody about that. Can't you tell? No. I'll be back to that question. But I didn't tell anybody about Walmart. But I told you how Walmart treated me. And I think it's safe to say that I have to tell myself that the way they did things is very out of the ordinary. You know? Because I'll be real with you. I'm being straight up and honest with you. I don't know if I told you what happened, or if you figured it out, but I believe ultimately Walmart said what they said because they called it flying off the handle. Exactly. Like, I wasn't like throwing stuff around or beating people, and I'm not minimizing. I wasn't calling anybody names. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. I was just like, I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out. I want to, I want to talk to somebody. I'm stressed out. I can't deal with this anymore. That's the extent of what I was doing. And I was walking to a supervisor. Now, if that's like a 10-year-old fit, so be it. I know I have mental health issues. I'm not proud of it. I'm not bragging about it. I'm not excusing my behavior, but that's just what. You think I planned that? You think I would like to do that? Does anybody in their right fucking mind think that I put in the time and effort to get a job at Walmart just to get let go? Why the fuck would I do that? Why? Seriously. Don't tell me stuff because you're my buddy. Hit me with some truth if I'm thinking wrong. Please. Hit me with some fucking truth. If you got to hit me with the Tony, stop being a fucking baby. Or, yeah, you probably did. That's probably why they let you go, because you're acting like an 8-year-old. Which, in a way, probably was. But I didn't mean to. I was just stressed out because he was telling me to put on my head. I will say I overreacted. But it's not, and again, I'm not minimizing, but it's not like I threw shit around. It's not like I was calling people names. I don't even think I was being rude. I just said, I can't deal with this stuff, man. I wasn't even swearing. I just want to talk to the supervisor. And to them, that was flying off the handle. And the manager's talking to me about, or manager, in his talking to me during the time I sat down and I was going to be asked to leave for the day, he mentioned the time when I left early, which I had the right to do because I was only scheduled for 8 hours. The first weekend was 8 hours, the second weekend was 10, and the third weekend, the full 12. The first 2 weekends, we don't have to stay the full 12. That second weekend, or actually it was the first weekend, I said that I wanted to leave and clear my head. The situation that let me go, in his talking to me, he told me, he said, yeah, last week it was, you need to go clear your head. This week, I don't know if he said flying off the handle at that time, but, it was really like, what do I want to say? Because it was stupid stuff in a way. I was picking off a pallet, and it was a pallet where I didn't have to label. I don't think I had to label anything at the time. This specific pallet, I did not. And I didn't have a piece for my headset for it to stay on. So, before that, it was, I didn't have, what was I missing? I think I was missing my lotion for my hands. And he said, you should have brought that. And he was right. And then I said, I called off the number and I was going to pit these cases. And he said something else. And then I said, do I have to wear my headset? And he's like, you should be wearing your headset. It was like everything I was doing was wrong. And he was, I'm not saying he was all in the wrong. But it was like everything I was doing wasn't right. And I don't know if he was doing that on purpose. I wish as I was walking back, as I was walking from my workspace to the manager's office, I wish I walked a little slower so I could hear what he said on the radio to the manager. Because I think that was ultimately my doom. I think when he spoke to the manager, it was not necessarily the best of things. He wasn't trying to preserve my job. He's probably doing the opposite. Trying to get it to where I got basically jammed up. And that's, I'm assuming that, but The only reason I think that is because when I sat down and the manager came, well, yeah. That's crazy you say that because I don't think I told you that unless I did. They did have some sort of I don't say I don't want to say they talked a lot. I didn't see him talk a lot. But they did seem to have it was weird because I don't even think I see him interact one to one, but they did seem to have a relationship that maybe I didn't see. But looking back on it, it almost seemed like there was something there. And it would be, you'd be hard pressed to say there wasn't because they worked in the same department. He knows him knows he, you know? It's like, I don't even think I remember him talk. Well, no, they did talk. So, like, when we would come back from break, we would go in this area where everyone would gather, and the guy training me would be talking to the boss, this guy. And this guy was the boss's boss, too. And so, but now that you say it, that's almost how it came off because, again, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to like preserve anything or trying to like make myself look better, but, when I look at it, I sat down and the manager basically talked the whole time. Didn't give me no option to talk. Didn't want to talk to me on the side, which I thought was kind of weird. Like, why are you dogging me in front of the guy that I'm having a problem with? Why won't you at least talk to me aside? Why are you dogging me? And then after you dogging me, then tell, like, while he was dogging me, I thought, okay, ultimately, hey, go back to work. Okay. But then it was, go home for the day. And then it was, I would like to stay. Well, I got to do what's best for the business or whatever. And I forgot the reason for that, but I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't know why. I mean, I'm guessing that in the paperwork, the word hostile was there. I'm almost certain that. That's crazy. So you wanted to be a yard jockey? Will you drive the semis up to the trailers? Or up to the trailer doors? Or the docks, I should say. That's crazy, dude. Because I know you don't need the full license to do that. You don't need to have a full driver's license to do that. Even at Dollar General, because they actually had to drive that semi on the road a couple times. You still didn't need. I forgot what the training was, but it was the same. It's that same one as a semi truck driver who drove on the highways for a living. Even though sometimes you would have to drive on a road, but it was only for like 500 feet or something like that, or 200 feet, something weird. Not even 500 feet. What am I talking about? Like 100 feet, 200 feet. But, yeah, you didn't need, for the yard jockey at DG, you didn't need the full CDL to be a yard jockey. Well, hold on. I think there were two types. But I knew there was one where you didn't need the full CDL. But that was just for the people driving around in the parking lot. Yeah. But then they had the others that were, I think if you so there were some people who backed up. I don't know. I think if you backed up a trailer, someone else's trailer, you needed a CDL. But if you drove Dollar Generals, they had the weird, the truck, I guess you could call it, with the flat. It was essentially like a semi that was like squished together. Like, a semi truck without the trailer, you know how it's all big. Dollar General had one, but it was like one of those funky ones with only a driver's seat. The windshield was like compressed. There was no front end like you would see on a normal semi. It was basically like almost like a I don't know how to describe it. But if you think of a semi truck without the trailer, it was about a fourth of the size of that. And I forgot what they called it. But to drive that, you did not need the full CDL. But anyways, thanks, bro. Thanks again, and I'll definitely keep in touch with you, man. You have a good night. Enjoy dinner, snack, whatever it is. And I'm gonna figure out what I'm playing. And learn not to stress out. And thank you for hanging out with me, bro. I always enjoy it. Tell your wife I said hi. See, without any context, that can be a very rude comment to say. Tell your wife I said hi. It's like, yeah, tell your wife I said hi, by the way. Right, pussycat? Cool dude, man. Always love Sean, man, when he stops by. Good dude. All right, I'm gonna go get something to drink and eat. I don't know what. So, I had Dave's Hot Chicken today for the first time, and let me tell you, that shit is good. If I don't eat out a lot at new places. I always tell myself I want to, but I never do. But Jen came over, and she wanted Jersey Mites, and I don't eat Jersey Mites because I don't know. They're like a glorified Jimmy John's, if you asked me. But her sandwich was actually pretty good. But she had a chicken Philly or Philly chicken or whatever, and I was like, all right. The Gator game's on in about an hour or two. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go get something to eat. So I didn't want Jersey Mites, so I decided to stop at Dave's Hot Chicken. and it was pretty good. And it was actually really good. The chicken was really good. Yeah, definitely going to buy it again. But yeah, if you haven't tried it yet, Dave's Hot Chicken. And yes, that is the one that Drake, I believe, has a huge investment in or owns a few or 100 or whatever. So they got this game that just came out where it's rock climbing, and I wanted to see what the reviews were of it. But see, this is crazy work, man. Look at that. That's a video game, dude. That's crazy. Oh, dude, I gotta buy this. They killed your cat? This is a video game? Oh, bro. Dude. Oh, man. I don't know if I could watch the cutscenes leading up to what I'm doing, because I'm sure there's going to be a point that shows that the cat being killed, and yeah, my life can't handle that right now. But
it took me a while to figure out that the sound was
this
coming
is
out.
another cat game.
You know good well. Get out.
This is another zombie outbreak game. No, thank you.
Oh, I gave your mom a phone.
Ghost janitors.
Oh, I gave your mom a phone.
I'm hungry, man. But I want a game too. Upcoming releases. Papa needs a headshot. Bro. Cyber Farmer.
The world may old farm alive again.
City Hunter. Rise of Piracy. All right. Top wish listed popular games. Let's see. This is what we want to look at. That game's coming out in like 3 weeks. Now, I know that game's gonna be popular. Subnautica 2. When's this game coming out? Light No Fire. That game, we don't know when that game's coming out either. Slay the Spire, March 5th. Okay. A lot of these games don't even have release dates. Oh, wow, okay. So just never-ending list, one of those deals. See, a lot of these games, man, they don't have release dates. This shit ain't coming out till at least, like, winter 2026. So, Steam controller. All that's coming out. When's the Steam console coming out? Do they not know yet? See, a lot of these games look dope as fuck and fun, but like, it seems like when they come out, they're just not what they were meant to be, or they just didn't, you know. That's strange. Okay, so they're not all in order. Jesus, I Am Jesus Christ. They got a game called I Am Jesus Christ coming out.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that get out, come out of heaven. Jars with water. Bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people.
How you slice it. Having a game called that. I don't care what type of game it is. But for anybody lurking, if you're lurking, say something. Because I'm going to hook you up. Because I love you guys. I really do. And, you know, if I said I was going to hook you up and didn't, you let me know. And I'm going to make
Apparently,
it right.
5% of dudes think they could take a gorilla 1v1. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I want people to, you know that I care about you guys and I love you guys, and I just, you know, I say demons. I don't want to classify it as that, but I get like stressed out and worry, and I want to stop doing that. But I'm gonna play something because I don't want to just. New top sellers released this month. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Not just ones that I would be interested in, but in general. Roadside Research. That's kind of dope. Diablo 2. Yabbity Yap. High on Life. Neo 3. So yeah, I need to work on that. I'm not worrying about stuff. I tend to worry too much about things and I become like, I let it consume me. So I need to work on that. So let's see. These are some games that came out this month. Trollmaker. What the? No. Crazy Quail. So basically Minecraft. Game that takes place in Quail and where weapons fall from the sky. Basically, you're an anime character fighting deadly zombies. It could be good. Though the price was only $3.99, so I don't expect much from this game if I bought that. Femboy versus Nazis? No way. They are thousands. Face endless hordes of the infected in this third-person universe. Humanity is nearly extinct, and survival is never guaranteed. Oh my god, I haven't heard that description before. Holy shit. Our little brother. Okay, the game. Save kidnapped dogs. How is it? See, it's like the game looks awesome, but it's only like $7, so you know it's not going to be much. Which I guess isn't a bad thing, but. Multiplayer survival horror game where a team of workers must prepare, heal, and fight their way through a ruined research lab. One player controls a stalker, an evolving monster that hunts them down. Let's want to play games like this. You're done.
They will drown.
Killer in. No. Nova Chasers. No.
Loans, bonds, and market trades will shape your fortune as sure. Your office is ready. The land still holds secrets worth unearthing. Fortune as surely as...
Mostly negative reviews, really? Alright. So we're gonna play something. Oh shit, why'd I close it out? So we're gonna find something to play. I'm gonna figure out what I want to get to eat. Um, hmm. Trying to think what I want to eat. Um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do some Taco Bell. 'Cause I'm hungry. Um. So if you're watching, I'm just trying to figure out what I want. I don't know what I want, man. Sorry, guys. I'm just like kind of all over the place right now. Hold on for a second. Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at something real quick, y'all. No, it's not everywhere. I see. So I was looking for something. Uh, that's why. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at something real quick. Alright, guys. I'm just trying to. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to figure something out real quick. Ooh, berry and chocolate. That might be good. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm hungry. Ah, it's in the dark. All right. I don't know. I'm a little stressed out right now. Well, not really stressed out. I just got a lot on my mind and I'm overwhelmed. All right. I'm kind of been out of the. All right. I'm gonna go get something to eat, man. I'm just like, I got a lot on my mind, and I want to get something to eat, and yeah. Well, guys, I think I'm just gonna take a break, get something to eat. I got a lot I'm thinking about. I love you guys. I know I've kind of been out of the game for a little bit, but we'll get back into it. Just have a lot I'm thinking about, and all good things. But I gotta wake up early, so get something to eat. All right, guys, I love you.